Imagine that you are 20 years old, sitting at work one day, and you receive a call. It's a lawyer. Your aunt that lived abroad died recently and she left you $20 million. Initially you think it's a joke or some kind of a scam, but it proved legitimate. And eventually 6 weeks later, you note that $20 million have been added to your bank account. Initially you start buying meals and shoes and eventually clothes, and you start trying to impress your friends, a girlfriend. You eventually take holidays, even go abroad. You might buy a car, a house. You might even, if you tend towards those things, start using drugs and enjoying life in general. Then at about 55 you note that your fortune is slowly dwindling, but you cannot do anything else. You decide to continue as is, and eventually at 60 you pick up so many health issues that it is beginning to cost you a fortune. You have to sell your house, your car, but at 66 you find that you have totally run out of reserves and you have nothing left. Now consider the alternative. 2 weeks after receiving your 20 million, you go to a financial advisor and ask him to invest in such a way that you can simply live off your interest. This gives you a very comfortable life, and up until 66 you enjoy your life tremendously, living on interest only, and at 66 you still have more than enough to take you right through and even bequeath something to your children. Now, if you apply these principles to your health, you will find that most people, in fact about 98 or 99% of people, are born with a fantastic health fortune. You don't have to be lucky, you don't have to win the lotto, you don't need a rich aunt. This fortune is given to absolutely the majority of people. All you have to do is look after it, not squander it, not live an unhealthy life. And the most important factor here is diet. If you look after your diet with relatively small adjustments, you can live until way into the 80s or 90s and enjoy tremendous health, other than the people who squander their health and have the joy of drugs or a nice diet for a few years, but then suffer terribly in old age.